Hi, everybody. I'm back with Séance Part 3. During dinner, my split pea soup and Rachel's sandwiches with cheese, avocado, and tomato, Rachel's phone buzzed. Hello? Oh, hi, Jasmine. How you doing? I set down my sandwich as Rachel put us on speaker. Just great. Hiding in my bunker under my pillows, fighting with my cats, binge watching everything I can find. Have you watched Normal People yet? It's great. Yeah, it's on our list, Rachel grinned. Look, sorry to bother you. I know it's been a long time. Yeah, you kind of dumped me years ago. That's okay. Sometimes things get too intense. What are you up to these days? Oh, I'm just doing graphic design and websites and stuff like that, you know? Boring, she rolled her eyes. But my boyfriend's a private detective, and that keeps things interesting. Which, by the way, boyfriend, I thought, well, that was a while ago, huh? I lifted my eyebrows. Rachel glared and mouthed, Shut up. It's about seances. We used to do them, remember? Sure, you up for one tonight? I've got a Zoom session set up. I'll send you an invite. You can do seances on Zoom? Of course, you can do everything on Zoom. Wait, I leaned closer to Rachel's phone. Jasmine, this is Tom, Rachel's boyfriend. Can I ask you a question? Tom, she laughed. Of course, nice to meet you. We'll have to have coffee sometime after this is all over. All three of us. Nice to meet you, too. I avoided Rachel's eyes. So, is it possible, have you ever, accidentally or otherwise, summoned a demon in a seance? Huh, Jasmine paused. I've never heard of that, but I suppose it's possible. Anything could be floating around in the ether. That's what I was afraid of. We hung up. Okay, here's the thing. Rachel sighed and picked up her spoon. Yeah, we were girlfriends for a couple of months. It was fine at first, but then it got, like she said, too intense for me. We're still friends, obviously. I just haven't talked to her in a long time. And yeah, by the way, I'm bi. I know. I took a bite of my sandwich. Kind of turns me on. She glared. I knew you were going to say that, jerk. I held up my hands, ready to duck as she threw her soup at me. Sorry. But you knew? She licked her lips with a napkin. I mean, I don't care, but how? I'm a detective, remember? I finished my share of the soup and picked up a sandwich. Mostly just the way you talk about friends. Like Carrie, no. But who is that girl? Naomi? Felt like it. Rachel sighed. Yeah, Naomi was nice. Right out of college. But I had boyfriends, too. I know. Rachel was still somewhat secretive about her past, even after we'd been living together for several years. I'm just glad I'm here with you. Good sandwiches, by the way. She took a deep breath. Thanks. I think there's ice cream before the seance. We sat in front of my laptop in the living room at 8:30, lights off and a few candles glowing. I wasn't sure they were necessary, but it seemed like the right atmosphere for a seance. We logged on and said hello to Jasmine. She was black, slender, in a tie-dye t-shirt with her hair pulled back in a red kerchief. Other people logged in until we had a group of 8, including Jasmine. She introduced everyone, we all said hello, and then Jasmine leaned back and closed her eyes. Empty your minds. Her voice was a little above a whisper. Breathe deep. Focus on nothing and everything. It's like a meditation. Let your mind roam without controlling it or thinking about anything. Just go with the flow. Rachel and I looked at each other. Then we closed our eyes and held hands. Jasmine turned on some soft New Age music, lots of harps. I tried to concentrate on my breathing and nothing else. My thoughts drifted. I wonder what would happen if I fell asleep. Then Jasmine's voice again, soft and delicate. Is there a spirit nearby? We waited. 2 minutes, 3. Jasmine repeated the question. Then Edwin, a young Asian man, said, It's me, Suzanne. I opened my eyes. Edward bent forward until I could only see the top of his head. Suzanne, I died in 1987. I miss my husband, Cesar. I can't find him here. Can anybody find him? Jasmine spoke. Cesar, are you here? Silence. Edwin's head came back up. He wiped his eyes. She's gone. Then Kristen spoke, a middle-aged white woman. Her eyes were closed. I'm George. I don't know when I died. It was a long time ago. I just want to talk to someone. Talk to me, George. Jasmine's voice was soothing. Tell me anything you want. They talked for 10 minutes. George was apparently a farmer who died in the 19th century. He told us about his life growing up in Missouri, his wife, his crops, his children. Then abruptly he just said, "I'm done. Thanks." And Kristen blinked as if waking up. The session went on. No demons. The creepiest part was when Gregory, an African-American man in his 70s, lifted his head up. "Mommy? Mommy, are you there?" No one answered. After an hour and a half, Jasmine rubbed her eyes, looking tired. "I think that's it, friends. Thank you for coming. Let me know if you want to attend another gathering. Good night." One by one, they clicked off. Jasmine stayed. "So, Rachel and Tom, how was that? Was that pretty typical?" "Yes, you rarely get the great historical figures, just spirits of ordinary people. They're lonely. Sometimes they just want to talk, like George." She pulled her kerchief off. "Oh, I should mention, you're guests tonight. If you want to attend another session, it's $35 per person." Thanks. How often do you do these?" "Every night, unless I'm too tired." "Sleep well. Rachel, we have to get together soon. I want to hear everything." Her eyes flicked toward me. Then she blinked away. Rachel blew out the candles while I turned on the lights and got us some beer. "So, what do you think?" She shrugged. "It's real. I felt lots of psychic energy, even through the computer screen. Nothing here, though, thank God." "That's good." I sipped my beer. "It was interesting. I'm in my 40s, and I faced enough dangerous situations that I've been forced to confront my own mortality more than I wanted to. Was this what I had to look forward to? Wandering alone in the ether for eternity? As much as I never wanted to die, this didn't seem much better." Rachel turned on the TV. "What do you want to watch?" "Anything." I scooted next to her. She kissed my cheek. "Real Housewives it is." I stifled a groan. My phone buzzed at 6:30 the next morning. I rolled over and sat up before I could wake Rachel. "Tom Jurgen speaking." "Marcus." "Natalie's dead." "Oh, hell. How do you know?" "Warren called me. He saw it on the news." "Warren Pierce. He's up early." "I guess he has to get to his office early." "I don't know. What's going on, man? I'm scared." "Me too. I'll get back to you." I pulled on a t-shirt and staggered to the office, leaving Rachel sound asleep. On the internet, I found a brief news story. Natalie McGinnis, 28, had jumped off the balcony of her Lincoln Park high-rise condo, landing with a splat on top of a parked cab. Damn it. I talked to her. She was scared. Could I have stopped this? Maybe not, but it didn't make me feel any better. I went back to her Facebook wall to scroll down her posts. The final one made my fingers freeze. On a black background, one word. Azar. God damn it. I slammed my fist on the desk. "Tom?" Rachel's with the door. "What's the matter?" "Natalie McGinnis is dead." My head sank. Azar got her. "Oh no." She knelt next to my chair and held me as I cried.